At the age of 46, Joseph Nicollet, a renowned astronomer and scientist from France, came to America without a penny to his name. But he did have a plan. Although Nicollet easily could have found employment in Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, or Boston, his restless mind fixated on an unexplored West. The most likely reason for this fixation probably came from a relationship with Baron Alexander von Humboldt, a famous explorer who Nicollet admired. Another source of Nicollet's fixation later emerged on his final map, with references to his infamous countrymen, Pierre-Charles Le Sueur and Baron Lahontan, and a legend involving the Undine. Whether a novelty or secret obsession, Nicollet seemed determined to find the legendary Long River, where Le Sueur and Lahontan found strange blue copper vitriol at a place near a watershed. The common belief was that Lahontan described the headwaters of the upper Mississippi. So in June of 1836, Nicollet boarded a steamship in St. Louis and traveled to the edge of the world at Fort Snelling. Originally named Fort St. Anthony, Fort Snelling was built in 1820 to help keep the peace between the Chippewa to the northeast and the Sioux to the southwest. The stone fort was commanded by Major Lawrence Tolliver, the Indian agent responsible for maintaining order in the region. Residing at the fort at the same time was Army Sergeant John Emerson, whose slave Dred Scott later became famous during the abolitionist movement. In 1836, Fort Snelling also protected the headquarters of the American Fur Company in the region, where both fur traders and local Indians would visit on a daily basis. When Nicollet arrived at the confluence of the Mississippi and Minnesota rivers on July 2nd, he faced multiple problems. First, he had no funding for support of the mapping expedition. Second, and more dramatically, war was brewing between the Chippewa in the north and Dakota to the south, threatening the fur trade industry that Fort Snelling protected. Until tensions diminished, Nicollet wasn't going anywhere. Nicollet quickly befriended an affluent young trader, Henry Sibley, who managed the American Fur Company in Minnesota. With his fiddle and charm, Nicollet quickly made friends, especially with Elizabeth Tolliver, the wife of Fort Snelling's commander, Major Lawrence Tolliver. Tolliver's rival and nemesis, Henry Schoolcraft, had previously mapped the upper Mississippi, so the thought of putting the pompous scholar in his place turned Nicollet from an annoyance to an opportunity. Major Tolliver sent Nicollet, along with a small military expedition, to rescue a Christian missionary stationed near Leech Lake. So on Friday, July 29th, Nicollet left Fort Snelling. For Nicollet, the mission to rescue Reverend Boutwell would finally give him his big break, but it would come at a price. Nicollet would risk life and limb over the next several weeks, and his actions along the way would result in his name becoming famous for more than just map making.